Cassio. Will it be worth it? If blue team they lose Baron also. Gold lead is now 2k gold lead for red team. They have started up the Baron. There's no teleport on Malphite, and he is not here together with the rest of his team. Grab missing once again. 13 700 HP on Baron, who ends up going down to red team, but a hook onto Cassiopeia. Petrifying Gaze used also, but only connects onto one member. Here's Cassio jumping over the wall. He will lose his life. So will Blitzcrank. It's a 2-for-1 right now for blue team. Cassiopeia. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the series where I cast your solo queue, flex, clash games, you name it, I'll cast it. But today, we're casting an OG League of Legends player, because this guy has been playing ranked ever since season 3. I know what you're thinking, wow, 10 years on the Rift, this guy's probably top 10 challenger or something like that maybe? Yeah, not quite, he's Diamond 3, but I'll still say top 3% of all League of Legends players. Very justifiable rank after 10 years of rank game. His account almost level 600, so this guy has definitely spent some hours on the Summoner's Rift. And today, we get to witness a champion that he has a staggering 36% win rate on in 44 games. His world-renowned Seri, because our protagonist for today, the red team AD carry, Gilmonteiro. And his name sounds a bit exotic, so I brought an exotic shirt to the show today. But yeah, he's playing Seri, paired up with an Annie, going up against an Ezreal Blitzcrank, and I'm gonna have to say it's probably pretty lucky that it's an Ezreal, because it's not really that strong of an early game AD carry. If it was something like the Draven, I think Seri Annie should and would probably have a very hard time. Here he gets hooked level 1 from Blitzcrank, cheesing inside the bush together with Ezreal. A good stun from Annie. Whew. Almost a very rough start, or it's still a rough start, but at least our protagonist doesn't lose his life. Level 1. But yeah, Gilmonteiro, our protagonist, got up against a very aggressive support and Blitzcrank paired up with a not that aggressive AD carry Ezreal, and therefore I think there should be a chance for Seri and Annie to get through this lane relatively safe. The problem is always when you play against Blitzcrank as something like a Seri Annie, you don't have any dashes. There's really not any way for you to juke a hook if it goes your way unless you flash away. So that will be the challenge. Flash, okay. Yeah, flash trade. That's fine. And this particular trade, at least for the Blitzcrank, because next time Seri won the flash. What about top lane? Malphite almost gets a solo kill on this Teemo that we have in a Diamond solo queue game. Diamond 3 solo queue game, someone picks Teemo. That's not often, but both junglers has made their way down here. Volibear, Kha'Zix meet each other in the bush, and therefore no one will go for the dive. But red team bot lane has started to look a bit chunked. There's potential for Blitzcrank to look for something under the shirt here if that's what they want to do. Ooh, hook connects onto Annie. Heal has been used. She will fall first, but even though she tries to flash away, and now Kha'Zix has made his way down here. Also can't jump over the wall, but Gilmonteiro very low and probably not in a state right now where he can help his jungler. So instead of trying to go for gank, just covering around, will now go to the skull where he will meet Volibear. A trade that Volibear definitely wins when he has his mid laner and bot laner right beside him. So pitiful, very pitiful trade right there. We'll have to give up bot scuttle, probably also top scuttle now, because if Volibear is clever, yeah, as we see him ping on the map, he can just walk right across mid lane and go to topside scuttle, because Teemo has pressure and topside, Taliyah has pressure mid. That's exactly what it's gonna do. So double scuttle for the blue team. They have also gotten the first one, and I have to say, a pretty good start. Not for the team that we support, but for the blue team, I should rather say. Yeah, top lane, a Teemo player random. It's very not often. It's not very often that you see a Teemo going up against a Malphite, or that you see a Teemo on the Rift. And he's also having a bit of a rough time. I started with the Dorn's Blade. Oh, flash! Basic attack from Malphite. That's the kind of outplays that you can make on Malphite. Not very flashy, but with the help of a flash, gets the kill onto his enemy. Top lane on here. It's Volibear. That should be a trade kill for the blue team jungler. Make it a 1-for-1 flashing on top of Malphite. There is no flash on the red team top laner. Now he's a bit stuck in this alcove. I mean, Volibear can wait for Teemo to make his way up here. Sky Splitter doesn't connect, but now he's running the wrong way. Shield is back up. Teemo will probably get it with the poison. Yeah, he will. So, I mean, in the end, it ends up being a 1-for-1. A very delayed 1-for-1 in the top lane. Malphite does have the TP to expend, so he will not lose that many minions for it. And he got himself a kill, so I mean, that's a decent trade. And Volibear being pretty active in this early game, which is something that you can't do on Volibear. You have pretty good ganks already, level 2, 3. Ghost has been popped bot lane. Oof, running away from the power fist, but Ezreal dashing in with the arcane shift. Blitzcrank still chasing. There is no hook to catch this Siri at least for 3-4 seconds, but running right into a Talia. Ezreal gets himself his second kill of the game. Weaver's Wall has been used across the Dragon Pit. And what about Annie? Can she escape? Stun has also been used, but it's too little, too late. A double kill for the blue team made carry. At the other side of the fight, Blitzcrank falls. And Cassiopeia kites away the blue team jungle. Ends up being a 2-for-2, I think, across the map. And both teams can settle for that. Goal lead also completely even at the moment, even though blue team have a 1-kill lead. Ooh, flash forward from Israel, misses the Q. Oh, will not get the stack. What about Cassio here jumping in? Whew. And no one falls in this little mid lane 2v2 skirmish. 4 people running away with very low HP bars. And chasing. And this is what you can do when you reach level 6 as Teemo. You can start to... Okay, let's see. Install False has been used. Blinded, so basic attacks won't hurt. And Teemo should be able to kite this. Yeah, we'll get another kill with the poison. I actually think he walked right into his room. But yeah, this is what you can do with Teemo when you reach level 6. You can kind of secure your own lane with shrooms across the entrances. Kha'Zix has been called out as his own red buff. A great little roam from Talia to help his own jungler, and they get a kill on the red team. It's jungler. Teemo should also be able to get a plate for himself. Then it's probably time to reset. It's very exciting to see if this will be an AD team. So far it's only a Doran's Blade into attack speed. What about Cassiopeia? Doesn't have the flash, doesn't have the ghost either. Oh, good petrifying gaze, stunning both Volibear and Talia. And I think she will also escape. Oof, juking away from the Q. But will eventually fall. Whew. Still ends up making it a 2-for-1 trade. And that's just Cassiopeia. If you doesn't one-shot her, you walk into her trying to chase it down, she's just gonna turn around and use that petrifying gaze. Exactly what she did in that particular trade. Managed to stay alive long enough for Kha'Zix to make his way there. Down there, make it a 2-for-1. Okay, Seri. Using the small dash, flashing and lightning crash has also been used. Heal to save itself. Ignite was also used, but the anti-shield will also keep Seri alive. I was convinced that our protagonist would fall right there, but a good heal, a good anti-shield, and here's Blitzcrank once again. Ooh, the little dash. And then Gilmonteiro just falls with basic attack, and he forces, and he's flashing away to save his own life, but the true shot rush was used, will not hit Annie, and therefore she will at least survive. You did so much to survive Gilmonteiro, and he just walk up and takes a basic attack from Ezreal, ends up falling for that particular reason. Not the best start to the game for our protagonist. 0-2 on this series, going up against a 4-0 Ezreal at the moment, also up 10 CS, so well, good for the blue team's bot lane, also up 1k gold right now, and I suspect most of that gold lead is on the AD carry. And in this top lane, we're just waiting for that unstoppable force. Very good buy from Malphite, going for an early sweeper. Oh, Kha'Zix and Volibear ran into each other. Flash stun doesn't connect, and Kha'Zix can walk out scot-free. Cassio can start up the first Drake of the game. Almost 11 minutes in. It's a bit late for a dragon, but better late than never. And I assume Blitzcrank doesn't have flash, or doesn't have the hook available to him. Teemo caught inside or under his own turret, will flash away to secure his own life, and Volibear there to help him will get the kill for himself. On the other side of the map, Kha'Zix gets the Drake. Meanwhile, and it used the hook, but our protagonist doesn't. Lightning Crash has been used. Will still be a double kill. Ezreal will save himself with the heal, or will Tibbers do anything? What about Cassio? Can he find Ezreal before he dies himself? Yeah, he will do so, and will also get a 600 gold bounty for himself, which makes it worth it in the isolated bot side skirmish. But they do still lose the top turret. Meanwhile, because of the great gank from Volibear before, ends up popping the herald that he got just before he ganked, and will take down 3-4 plays on top side. Therefore, blue team still with a solid gold lead now, 2.5k. What we do have to remember is, with our protagonist Gilmonteiro, red team, they are on some sort of a timer, if you can say it like that, because when you do have a Sarah, when you do have something like a Cassio also in the mid lane, well, you will eventually win the late game, because these two champions just have so much DPS in a prolonged team fight. And without any real hard engage and CC from blue team, well then Seri and Cassiopeia should be able to do a lot of DPS in this later fight. So eventually they should have the stronger team, even though blue team had the goal lead. But F the goal lead. Here's a gank bot lane, 1-for-1 so far. Seri again, oof, just walking alone into this Ezreal flashing forward. Will he get himself to his third kill of the fight? No, he will not. It will be Volibear who gets it, but 3 kills for blue team, only 1 for red. And it's starting to really not looking good for red team. Cassiopeia has now made headway down to bot lane. Twin Fangs, couple Twin Fangs hits, and then she just falls. There's now a 9-1 Ezreal, 4k gold lead for blue team. They will also get another plate here, it seems. Oh, Volibear threatening a dive, but no wave to help him. We'll settle for the Rift Scuttle. Team will also steal away the red buff from Cassio, I should rather say. Oh, and Gilmonteiro considering going for something. Let's remember, the only dragon that has been taken is still got over to red team. They are behind 4k, but again, they are on a timer. They do scale great. A couple more items, and there's still a very good chance that the red team can walk away with this victory, even though it's starting to look kind of rough with a 4k goal lead already 14 minutes in. Good juke away from the queue. Here's Cassiopeia, also a pretty good Petrifying Gaze gets the first kill. That's another 300 gold shutdown for the red team's mid laner. Will also chase down Blitzcrank here, I think. Should be slow, but anyways, W runs out. That's a double kill in an isolated 1 versus 2 for Cassiopeia. Yeah, so Blitzcrank just not respecting a level 10 Cassiopeia with a 6-stack Rod of Ages. Gilmonteiro once again overstepping. Can he get out of this fight with his Lightning Crash? I think he can. Moment just kiting Volibear, and can they find a kill onto him? Unstoppable Force is available, yeah. Was used, and red team to get 2 kills under the blue team's tier 1 mid lane turret. Good TP in to secure the kill on Volibear. And Kha'Zix there to counter gang and get the kill onto Taliyah on the turret. Now once again it's a 1 versus 2 bot lane. Hook misses once again, but this time no Petrifying Gaze, and therefore Israel will get his 10th kill. It's a 2-digit amount of kills on Israel already. 15.5 minutes in. Should also be able to get himself a bot lane turret as a reward for this kill. But the gold lead has shrunk from 4k down now to only 1000 gold. Blue team making a comeback with a couple of kills that they also got in mid lane before, together with the obviously the 1 versus 2 from Cassiopeia. Oh, good double stun from Annie. I think he will walk away with his life in hand. Israel has already fallen. This isolated damage will hurt. What about some Void Spike? No, a Flash Q instead. Kha'Zix will get himself a double kill. That's now 6 kills for the Void Jungler. Second break of the game has been started. Jumping on to Volibear, knocked away. I think if Taliyah knocked Kha'Zix towards her and Volibear, they could probably have taken down the bug. Volibear will steal the dragon. It's a 2 versus 4, so it's time to get out there. Will not be able to do so. Instead, our protagonist Gilmonteiro gets his 2nd kill of the game. And goal lead now completely even. Blue team throwing. Oh, did he spot Cassiopeia? I don't think he did. Will just fall to a couple of Twin Fangs. Yeah, the poison will eventually take him out also. And that's the power for 2 items, Cassiopeia. When you walk blindly into her, standing in the bush. It's 1 versus 2 bot lane. Lightning Crash has been used. Silence flashing away, but the basic attack from Israel follows. Takes Gilmonteiro down. And blue team once again 200 gold lead. And the hope for blue team is really that this Israel just stays popping off as he's doing right now. Cassiopeia, couple of Twin Fangs onto Volibear, and then Volibear's half HP. That's great champion Riot. Teemo before he was taking the enemy team's red buff, now he's taking his own jungler's caps. Gotta do what you gotta do to stay high in CS. 170 CS in 18 minutes for this Teemo. It's doing a pretty good job. Another one who's doing a good job. Kha'Zix finds the assassination onto Taliyah. Void Assault, and that's another hook. And it will fall before the fight starts. But here is not Ezreal, Malphite with Unstoppable Force. Ezreal will get a double kill for himself. But I think Malphite should be able to make it a 2 for 2 here. Kha'Zix also made his way down, will get the kill with the Q. Yeah, I think Blitzcrank has landed some very crucial and very good long range grabs. The problem is there's always other people around whenever Israel and Blitzcrank goes for these kills. So they end up losing their own life, even though it isn't a 2 where it is. They do make the trade a 2 for 2, which is, I mean, respectable. And Israel already close to 3 items. Only 1.5 item on our protagonist. And Baron is spawning in a little under a minute is something that especially red team could look for. There's a lot of DPS with Kha'Zix's isolation damage onto Baron and the Twin Fangs. All the poison that Cassiopeia can contribute with on a Baron. So that's something that you could look for. Gilmonteiro, a bit of card. Looks like no. Teemo is stuck in here with them and not the other way around. Kha'Zix jumping from the bush. Turns the fight completed around. UwU has been used mid lane. Can Annie make it out? Let's see. Whew, gets hit by the stun. She will fall. Yep, that's a 1-for-1, but at the same time they lose their tier 1 top turret. Blue team, so some good split pushing from Cassio. Blue team, they have made their way to the top side river. Could look for something like the Baron. Malphite is bot side, so if you start off the Baron, at least you're gonna have to force a TP. At the moment they're not doing that, but there's some pings coming out onto the Baron, but nothing too serious. Flash over the wall from Volibear will not stun Kha'Zix before he gets his jump off. Let's also use the Yumus Storm Bringer. Here's the Q. Can he find the kill? No! He can. Oh, that's frustrating, and now you've overstayed your welcome. Unstoppable Force used over the wall. Gilmonteiro will get his 4th kill. Now, red team, will they look for the Baron? 30-second death timers on Cliff Fanboy Jungle. Now's the time if you want a good fight. Cassio going bot side though, so doesn't look like they will go for the big worm. Instead, blue team, they go for mid lane turret. Team 1 is a tank, and it should end up finishing off the turret. Now there's nothing to hide under for Cassio, but plays very much with confidence. 3rd Drake of the game about to spawn. I think there should be for red team. Kha'Zix already made its way down the river inside the bot side jungle of blue team, looking for an assassination. Here he is, finds Volibear. That's not the target you want to go for. Gets the steal with a Q. Fair enough, I guess. None of the junglers want to expend their smite. Now Dragon has been started. Can Volibear get another steal? Hook missing. And he gets another steal. That's 2 out of 2 now for the blue team jungle. He will lose his life, yeah. And red team, they can look to go straight to Baron if they want right now. 5 versus 4 at best for blue team if they decide to fight this dragon, because their jungle, he's just started stealing away the dragon. But a very good steal. Will it be worth it if blue team they lose Baron also? Gold lead is now 2k gold lead for red team. They have started up the Baron. There's no teleport on Malphite, and he is not here together with the rest of his team. Grab missing once again. 13 700 HP on Baron, who ends up going down to red team, but a hook onto Cassio. Petrifying Gaze used also, but only connects onto one member. Here's Kha'Zix jumping over the wall. He will lose his life, so will Blitzcrank. It's a 2-for-1 right now for blue team. Cassio will also go down, so they end up getting 3 kills for themselves. And once again, this Ezreal all game for this blue team. His 14th kill of the game. Kiting, dipping, diving, dodging away from Cassio. Kha'Zix also jumping in, trying to get the assassination up, but he keeps the distance, uses flash heal. And this just slowly but steady wins the fight for blue team at Baron. Ooh, lightning crash, flash forward from Gilmonteiro. Gets a kill for himself. Malphite comes in from side, snaps up the 2nd kill on Teemo. But Apothecary is starting to look stronger at least. 5 kills on Gilmonteiro now, 2.5 items. And unstoppable 4. Bro, I don't know, man. That's just at 80 carry with 14 kills, I guess. Beating a Malphite alone. Yeah. Feels bad sometimes. It really does. It really does. Great outplay. The next objective on the map will eventually be Dragon. At the moment, with Baron buff, what you want to do right here, at least you want to push down mid lane, you want to push down bot side, bot lane, and then you want to look for some deep vision inside the bot side jungle of blue team here. See Blitzcrank clearing away some vision with a control ward. Gilmonteiro managed to get himself a tier 2 turret. Now see Cassio's looking for an assassination onto Teemo, and that's just 2 Qs and then he's done. But what about Cassio now? Will he be able to escape? Has been silenced. Volibear also flashing, but too little, too late. 2 kills already for red team. Volibear, you did have a Stormbringer available to him, jumping all the walls. Zero out protagonist now inside the base. 4 kills for Zero in this particular fight. Death times are pretty long, and they do have a mini wave in bot side. I think they can look for at least a bot side inhibitor here, maybe even the game. 17 seconds onto Ezreal. I think this will only be an inhibitor. 10 seconds onto Teemo. But they still do have the Baron empowered minions, and they can look for something. See some pinks coming out. Really on the same page. The blue team has brought always good unstoppable force connecting onto 3 members. Ezreal will fight before the fight has even begun. So will Ezreal. Double kill for Cassiopeia, and this should probably mean that 26 minutes into the game, red team, they will take down the tier 2 or the second Nexus turret, I should rather say. Cassio will get another assassination up for himself. No Malphite will seal away the kill onto Talia, but they will eventually end the game. 32 kills onto, compared to 23 of blue team, ending with a 10k goal lead. And Gilmonteiro, our protagonist, yes, it's not a completely pop-off game from this series, ending with a 6-6-11 score, but it helps out the win rate, and it's victory is a victory, right? So, Gilmonteiro, thank you so much for letting me cast your game, and if you made it this far, remember, if you want me to cast your game, feel free to comment your name down below. We'll take a look at some of your games in the future, maybe. Until next time, see ya.